Have you ever wondered how Vanguard, one of the largest investment companies in the world, came to be? This is a story of resilience, innovation, and a revolutionary approach to finance. It's the story of Vanguard, a name that's become synonymous with index funds and low-cost investing. Vanguard wasn't born out of thin air. It was the brainchild of a man named Jack Bogle, a man whose life story is as inspiring as the rise of the company he founded. Born in the midst of the Great Depression, Bogle's early life was marked by financial struggle. But this struggle would shape his values, instilling in him a sense of frugality and self-reliance that would later become the cornerstone of Vanguard's philosophy. Bogle graduated from Princeton with a thesis on mutual funds, a relatively new concept at the time. He then joined Wellington Management Company, a traditional active management firm, rising quickly through the ranks. But Bogle wasn't content with the status quo. He saw potential in the idea of index funds, a concept that was met with skepticism in an industry that was dominated by active management. Despite this skepticism, Bogle remained resolute. He believed in a different approach to investing, one that focused on long-term growth and minimizing costs for investors. And so, Vanguard was born. A mutual company owned by its clients, Vanguard was a radical departure from the traditional structure of investment firms. This unique structure allowed Vanguard to focus on what truly mattered, the investors. With its emphasis on low-cost index funds, Vanguard quickly gained traction. The firm's rapid rise in the finance industry was nothing short of remarkable. From its humble beginnings, Vanguard has grown to become one of the largest investment companies in the world, managing trillions of dollars for millions of investors worldwide. The man behind this unprecedented success was none other than Jack Bogle. His vision, resilience, and commitment to putting investors first have forever changed the landscape of the finance industry. This is the story of Vanguard, a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring legacy of Jack Bogle. So who was Jack Bogle, the man who dared to challenge the status quo? Born into a family that knew financial struggle all too well, young Jack grew up with a strong work ethic and a sense of frugality that would later become defining values in his life and career. After graduating from Princeton, Bogle found himself as an executive assistant at Wellington, a position that allowed him to showcase his innovative thinking and determination. Despite the skepticism that surrounded him, Bogle made the bold move to launch the Wellington Equity Fund. This decision not only proved successful, but it also solidified his place as a leader in the industry. The very essence of Jack Bogle was shaped by his early experiences, and it was these experiences that molded his unique approach to business. An approach that was defined by self-reliance, frugality, and an unwavering belief in his own ideas. Bogle's innovative thinking and determination laid the foundation for his future success. Yet, the journey wasn't always smooth. The 60s, a time of speculative growth, presented significant challenges for Bogle. A fervor for rapid expansion swept the finance industry, and it wasn't long before Wellington too got caught up in the whirlwind. Bogle made the controversial decision to merge with Evest, a move that was met with much skepticism. Unfortunately, the skeptics were right. The merger resulted in a decline in Wellington's performance. The once thriving fund was now struggling to keep its head above water. The consequences for Bogle were severe. His position at the helm of the company he had dedicated so much to was stripped away. He was ousted as CEO, a blow that would have broken many. But remember, this is Jack Bogle we're talking about. A man whose resilience was as solid as oak. He had faced setbacks before, and this was just another hurdle to overcome. But Bogle was not one to be easily defeated. In the face of adversity, Bogle displayed exceptional resilience. This resilience would become the cornerstone of what we now know as the Vanguard Group. After his ousting from Wellington, Bogle found himself in a unique position. He was no longer the CEO, yet he was still the president of the fund, a role that gave him a significant amount of influence. Bogle could have easily succumbed to the setback and accepted his fate. Instead, he saw an opportunity. He leveraged his position to make a bold move, one that would not only define the rest of his career, but also shake the very foundations of the finance industry. He decided to launch a new venture, a company that would put the investor first, a radical concept at the time. He named it the Vanguard Group. It was an unconventional path, a gamble, but Bogle was no stranger to taking risks. Vanguard was founded with a simple yet revolutionary idea: to create a mutual fund that tracked the stock market index. It was a move that many in the industry scoffed at. After all, the traditional practice was to try and beat the market, not just match it. But Bogle believed in his approach. He understood that, in the long run, the average investor would benefit more from consistent returns than from the unpredictability of trying to outperform the market. The launch of the first index fund in 1976 was met with skepticism. Critics dubbed it Bogle's folly. But Bogle stood firm in his conviction, and as the years passed, his folly began to look like genius. Today, Vanguard is the largest provider of mutual funds in the world, and index funds are a staple of the industry. Bogle's resilience and innovative thinking not only saved his career but also changed the landscape of the American finance industry forever. His story serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes the most potent weapon in the face of adversity is the courage to challenge conventions and the resilience to stick to your convictions. So, what is the legacy of Jack Bogle and Vanguard, you may ask? Well, it's a tale of groundbreaking innovation and steadfast determination. Bogle's introduction of the first index mutual fund changed the way we invest, making it accessible and affordable for the average investor. His philosophy of low-cost, long-term investing has not only stood the test of time, but also continues to shape the investment landscape today. Vanguard, the institution he built, has grown to become the largest provider of mutual funds worldwide. It's a testament to his vision and the strength of his ideas. Bogle's legacy is not just about the financial innovations he introduced, it's also about the values he championed: integrity, fairness, and a relentless focus on the investor. His influence extends beyond Vanguard, impacting the entire finance industry and the way we think about investing. Jack Bogle's story is a testament to the power of innovation, determination, and resilience. His legacy continues to shape the finance industry to this day.